והנה עניין במעין חיים בעבודת השם הוא עניין המצות מעשיות בעבודה דליבה. The union of חיים, to have water that flows in Avot Hashem, is doing the mitzvahs, like putting tefillin, etc., with full intention. Because the body of a mitzvah, of doing the mitzvah, it's something that's taken from klipat noga, like tzitzis, like tefillin, there is something material, and becomes kadash, like a well of water that comes from under the ground. And even though the mitzvahs are called tavresh chaf, amudei or, they are like amudim, that the way it goes is that the amudim comes from the roof to the ground. Same way the amshachas from up to down, from keter and chokhmah tikkun. But it is a mashal like the amudim are standing above ground, that the amud is mitkayem davka when he is holding from the floor. Same way, the המשכה of מים דחורין comes from keter and chokhmah tikkun by doing the mitzvahs. As the inyan of tzivanu, what is the tzivanu? Is tzavta v'hamshacha. It means connection. All of that is by alat man, by bringing from down to up. Asher kiddushanu b'mitzvosav, because that is the nitzotzim of keter and chokhmah lemala, that they are higher than tikkun, and when you do a mitzvah, you elevate them. And that the mitzvahs are usually three things: machshava, dibur, and ma'aseh. There are mitzvahs that depend on machshava. There are mitzvahs that depend on dibur, like Talmud Torah, Kirashma, Tefillah, Birkat Hamazon, and most mitzvahs are b'ma'aseh. They are against three olamas: B'rei, Tzira, and Asiyah. That in them you can do birurim, which means what kind of birur? Birur, the klipat noga the biyah, which is the inyan of ma'in chayim. It's things that are not good and not bad, the klipat noga, and when you do a mitzvah, you elevate them to kedusha. And more than that, you bring more light in Gan Eden. B'chinas mayan ganim. The same way that we say in Zcharia, Yetzu mayim chayim Yerushalayim el hayam hakadmoni, that there is gilui ha'or to the nishmat ha'adam b'Gan Eden, or pnimi and or makif. So there is more light that is brought to Gan Eden by doing a mitzvah. And the inyan of mayan ganim down in the person, yesh lomar, that this is esek Torah. Gan is nun gimel starim doraita, 53 starim. That is the 53 starim of Mishnayos. Because mayan ganim is mad amevarer aman. The maim tchurin, that is mevarer maim nukvin. And biru masa mitzvahs is by esek Torah, like it's explained in another place, that gadol talmud shemivil demase ma mevarer ban. And ma is Torah and ban is mitzvah. So ma is mevarer the ban, and that's gadol talmud. Also in esek Torah there is a b'chinas nahar of a river, and there is b'chinas mayim chayim, that is a well. That girsa is called nahar, and it's not mayim chayim. It's like a river that flows. In the same way, girsa, when you learn girsa, you flow with the Gemara. You don't go too deep on things. Aval b'chinas ha'iyun v'hu oladas das chadash mamsher b'chinas mayim chayim. But when you do like a well that it's bringing new water to the world, same way iyun, you bring in new thoughts and new chidushim to the world. וזהו aliber enula pirush. What does that mean? aliber enula. Anula, the answer her, הוא התערותא דלעילא שנמשך מתחילה לעורר alat man aliber. So basically Hashem says enula, that basically Hashem gives התערותא דלעילא to bring new water, new man, alat man, to become ali be'er, to get up. Ali means go up the well. וזהו מלמעלה חיים בנוזלים מלבנון. There is מלמעלה חיים. We just said it's the well of new water, and there is נוזלים מלבנון. נוזל means water. שנוזל ונמשך ממזלות העליונים ויתגמל מן התרחמים. That comes down from מזלות העליונים. that from there is nimshach itarut rachamim liot itarut adiltata. That basically it's itarut adil that brings itarut adiltata. K'mamar ba'achamech harabim rachem aleinu v'ten bilbeinu bina. So Hashem first gives us itarut adil to become itarut adiltata. And then it says be'er חפרוה שרים. Well, ministers, they have digged. So ministers have digged a well. What does that mean? היינו כמו שכתוב ויבן השם אלוקים את הצלע, דאבא ואמא תקינו לה. That Abba ve'ima, which is chokhmah and bina, they bring it. What does that mean? והיינו בחינת חגת דאבא ואמא, חסד גבורה תפארת דאבא ואמא, וזהו נביא המחול, וזהו עניין מקדש עד ניקונו ידיך. So we see that yadecha, I think, is an inyan of already chesed gvura tiferet, is already something that's connected with maise, which is not chokhmah bin adat. וזהו עניין האבות שנקראו נדיבי עם והבחור שבאבות הוא יעקב. The avos, they are called נדיבי עם, and the בחור שבאבות זה יעקב, שנאמר בו כי שרי שרים אלוקים ומנשים ותוכל. And that is חפרוה שרים, because in Abraham says והנה שלושה עליו אנשים ניצבים עליו. So 3 people are on top of him. By Yaakov it says vayasar el malach vayuchal bacha v'itchen lo, that the malach was given up to Yaakov. So basically Yaakov was even a higher level. And the reason is because the avos are b'bchinat chagat chesed gvura tiferet, and midas is b'bchinat itchalkus kol midah b'fnei atzma. So tiferes b'midas. So chesed gvura tiferet is the general 3 midas, and then you have a separation of each midah, the way it defines itself. And by Avraham there was 3 malachim, because en malach echad ose bet shlichut. So each shlichut needs to have his own malach. Same thing, b'bchinat nitchalku, that each midah was separated to himself. Aval Torah de michochma nefkat iklalut kulam. The Torah is the generation of everything, like the brain that contains all the ramach evarim. And that's what he says in the pasuk kepati shefos sela mikra echad yotze li kama tamim. Yaakov, even though he was b'chinat midas, but he chose from chokhmah ilah, from yesod abba, that is nimshach mitpashet inside the midas. And that's why he says ki sareta im elokim v'im anashim, im elokim, with God and with people. So both ways. Elokim is inyan tzimtzum, the hidden, and anashim, matad v'sandal, that they are also hidden, levush, and they are called the foot of the Shekhinah. Yaakov is the one that is basically the sar, mistarer, on that b'china that it won't be elem ve'ester, they won't be hidden, they will be discovered. And that is the inyan of digging a well. B'mechokek, that is Moshe Yesod Abba, that makes the chakika b'pnimius. What is chakika? Chakika mean to really, it's more than writing, is like the Luchos Abris. That is really going deep. And that is the B'chinas Bitul, ki Moshe milgav Yaakov milbar. There is 2 chakikas to a kli, from the inside and from the outside. For Moshe from one side, and Yaakov from the other side. But Mishanisam is b'chinat tamche doraita. Mishanis means when you support. So the supporters, what is that? It's the support of the Torah. והנה במשנות kin b'chinat alat ma'anal nikra b'shem miluch. When you bring ma'im nukvin from down to up, it's called malchim. Like we say, v'nat dincha malchim benamdim. It's something of elevation. Sha'malachim, their job is just to bring down the yichud, normal, betuv mechadish b'chol yom. They are called standing because they do the same thing every single day. But the neshamas, by digging, by kרוה, they are bringing חפרוה שרים, they are bringing new light, and that's why they called malachim, malchim. And that's why in malachim it says v'reglem regel yishar, their legs are straight. That the malachim, their legs are straight, they're not moving, they never move. And like we say that the distance from the earth to the moon is 400 years, and even more is regel. What is regel? Is yud k, which is like yeshara tav kuf tet vav. that their avodah to be mamshir b'chinas Yud in the olam as there are מהלך תקוף שנה. והיינו כמו שכתוב כי בכהווה יצור עולמים, ביוד נברא העולם, בהי נברא העולם הזה, ביוד נברא העולם הבא, בהי נברא העולם הזה. And that's why their work is to bring this בחינה להיות בטוב מחדש בכל יום תמיד מעשה בראשית, because the מקור המשכה from בחינס בס אותיות יוד קי is called עומדים. But in Israel it says עד יעבור עמך הוויה, so it's יוד ה' ו' יוד ה' למעלה משם הוויה, להמשיך to be ממשיך from עצמות אור אינסוף, a new light, that is עניין of מלאכים, like it says והתהלכתי בתוככם, and that המשכה is בכל מאודך בלי גבול, and the walking, the hiluk is by the legs, and that's what he says שלוש רגלים תחוג לי, that by them you get the power to be בכל מאודך, and that's why the neshamas also are called regel, like you say בנים אתם להשם וברא כרוה בעבודה, the son is the leg, the support of his father, but with all of that you need a support to be able to walk with your feet, and like Elisha says כך mishanti בידיך, and it means that by doing the mitzvahs that's called b'mishanotam tamchin, they are supporter, that way we can bring down the power into the soul to become a malech, to be able to work and create new things, like it says in bechukotei telechu, that by doing the chukas of Torah, the mitzvahs, you will be able to walk, and that is the inyan of mate uscha yishlach Hashem mitzion, pirush of mate. So there is two explanations of mate. Mate could be a stick, or mate can be to move away. So mate means leshon hataya, to move away, and amshachat b'chinat oz v'koach, so basically to bring the power, and that is that tchias hamesim will be coming down by hamshacha from b'chinas sovev kol almin, and that is the union of mishanisam, and that's why from there you bring the koach to be also be'er ma'im chayim, a well of live water, and that is also v'haya bayom ha'u yetzu ma'im chayim. When Mashiach comes, there will be new water, new Torah.